This is the time of year that beckons all of us outside, I'm sure, to enjoy a nice chat after dinner on your back or front porch. Perhaps you have a backyard patio that you enjoy hanging out in, and as nice as that can be, once that summer sun begins to bear down, it might drive you back indoors. Not so any longer, because Aaron Caldwell is on the show with us. He, of course, has Caldwell Homes. He's been on talking about his incredible wind-resistant technology that he has. Yes. But this morning we're shifting things, talking about these patio coverings that you have, but it sounds like you still feel like the outside has come in.
Oh, yes. So, I mean, more and more we're wanting to spend time outside and enjoy those outdoor living spaces with our fire pits and so forth. So we're offering a product that's all powder-coated aluminum, so never rusts, low maintenance. Aside from washing it off, you don't have to worry about repainting years later. We can screen underneath them. We've got a couple different styles of roofing that can go on top of them. Mm-hmm. We have a solid panel, and we also have a translucent panel that lets the sun in, but keeps the harmful rays out. Okay,
now you talk about this so matter-of-factly because you know what you're doing. So let me ask you a couple of questions. So essentially then you create the structure surrounding your patio, whatever space you want, right? Mm-hmm. The beams of the aluminum, mm-hmm. and then you can fill in as you wish. So if you want it to be partly screened, you can do that? Is that what you said?
We can do screening as well.
Okay.
So you can keep the bugs out. We can do partial areas that are open, and then a partial screened area. We have what we call a half shade pergola that would be open and just have louvers on top of it that allow the sunlight to get through and rain to get through.
It does not look industrial, really. When you mention a steel mm-hmm. Beam, I think of it looking very industrial, but it doesn't.
No, these are very pretty. They match with the residential application. You can see we've got some on top of concrete patios, on top of decks.
I mentioned you being famous for your wind-resistant technology with the foam or the cement blocks that you have, right? Are these also going to be pretty durable?
Yes, so there are a couple different levels of stability mm-hmm. that we can put on. These have been approved for what we call Miami-Dade County hurricane approval. So we can put the thicker, larger posts and get that same type of wind resistance.
Isn't it interesting to see the power of design and looking at all these pictures, how you vary it to fit the landscape of the house?
Yeah.
It's really, it just adds a whole nother dimension to your home.
These are a lot of fun. I love putting patio coverings on because it's such a visible space mm-hmm. That really brightens up the outside and kind of draws you to it.
Yeah, it sets the tone, mm-hmm. though, for what you're going to enjoy when you're out there. So if somebody calls you and they don't have an exotic backyard, but it's home mm-hmm. for them, do you enjoy helping create what they're looking for?
Oh, indeed, yes. And these go in very quickly as they come already pre-painted, powder coated. Once we install the structure, we're done. We don't have to wait and get painters in and another crew. It's all pretty much done with one crew.
So you said there are some color options. Does there tend to be a real popular color at the moment?
White and dark bronze are definitely the two most popular and most mm-hmm. readily accessible colors.
So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, do you come to their space first or do they come to your space first?
I come to their space.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can bring some samples, pictures, and we kind of design what they're looking for. We can price on site with this product as well for basic patio coverings. If we get real elaborate and we're also putting decks and other things on them.
Is there kind of a minimum size you need to go, or does it matter?
We can fit them to any space and in any style. We have done everything from just a small 8x8 screened in patio covering to add on to an existing deck up to a 2,800 square foot patio covering that was used for wedding dining.
Yeah, that was the one at the Woods residence that you've been featuring. Yep. 2,800 square feet, that's a house.
It was huge.
That's a huge one. So that just shows you then the technology that goes into it, the engineering that goes into it to make it durable. Well, I thank you for coming up with all these new ideas all of the time, and I wish I could go sample every backyard that you showed. They're just lovely.
Thank you.
You can get in touch with Aaron at Caldwell Homes. He's been coming on the show for a while now, again, talking about the cement-filled blocks. Is that the way to put it?
Yep, foam-filled blocks.
Foam-filled blocks. MyCaldwellHomes.com is their website, but the best thing to do is call them, 710-4766. Let him come to you and see how he can make your backyard even prettier. Nice to see you.
Great. Thank you.